Hey everybody, Joy here. It is the day after Easter, Monday, April 13, 2020. How y'all doing? Oh my goodness, this weekend it rained and had a little bit of hail and it was dark and gloomy. But we still had a nice Easter. You know, it's not that much different for us because Jerry and I are home here all the time anyway, and we always watch our church service. It's a live church service, but we always watch it on our big screen up here in Jerry's video room. So it's not that much different for us. So we had a really nice Easter. I didn't make any fancy dinner or anything. What did I make? I made goulash yesterday. You know, you can make goulash and eat it for 3 days. It's really good. And it's actually better day 2 and day 3 than day 1. Water. I've already had 3 cups of coffee this morning. That's my limit, so I have to have water from now on. I wanted to show you what I did yesterday after church. Not for any reason other than everybody's home alone. Y'all are watching YouTube videos, so I thought I'd just say good morning. Isn't it fun that Micheline in England is doing a video every single day, her and his lordship. I'm getting attached to them. They're such a cute couple, and she's so pretty. And he's such a clown, good grief. They are doing what I wish I was doing. I want to paint so much. Maybe we can't go today because we got to get some prescriptions filled, and they're in the other town than the one that the paint is in, so. But I really do. I want to paint my own rooms. I'm so tired of trying to get somebody to paint and do other work for us down here. And I know how to paint a room. You know, it's 9-foot ceilings, and we have ladders, and we have 2 healthy arms and 4 hands, and I think we can just do it ourselves. All right, I want to show you what I did yesterday. Just out of the blue. You know, my very first hot pattern. My very first one. It's like when I make a quilt. I always hate everything when I first get it done. I don't know what it is about it. I just hated it. But now I love it. I have worn this to bed 3 nights in a row. So, yesterday, I thought, you know what, if I'm going to wear this for pajamas, I need some pajama pants to go with it. So, I came up here and I made the cutest capris. Look how cute they are. I've made these before and I have videos making these. But isn't this cute? And so I put it on. I always try everything on after I make it. So I tried the pants on and I thought, well, I've got the pants on. So I went and I got this. That's actually in the laundry. And I went and I got it out of the laundry, and so I put it on together. And so then, pardon me, these stretchy fabrics, they just stretch too much, good grief. So anyway, he said, oh, that's really cute, I like it. And I said, oh, it's my new pajamas. And he said, you're gonna wear that for pajamas? I've worn it for 3 nights, did the man notice? Of course not. Dear Lord. So anyway, I was going to show you the pattern I made these with. I think I have a picture of myself in them. Maybe I'll show you the picture if I don't look too horrible in it. But yes, I really, really, really like this. Now, the reason I like this the most is the fabric. This is that double brushed stuff, and it is just, you just don't get any softer than this. And you know when you make the capris, these yoga pants, you have to have a lot of stretch. So I'll show you how you determine if you have enough stretch or not to make the pants. Let me see if I can get this back on the hanger now that I love it. I'm going to take good care of this. Oh, I know. And I think it probably is the dolman sleeve that I don't like. If I put some shoulder pads in it, I'd probably love it. But who's going to wear shoulder pads with clothes like this? Nobody. See? And it doesn't bother me so much that the flowers are on each boob. I mean, who cares when you're in bed, huh? So, I was going to show you the pattern. This is the easiest pattern in the whole wide world. And it's a PDF. And it's an easy PDF because you can open it up with your Adobe Reader and you can choose just the size you want to make. So you don't have 5,000 lines to look at, okay? Let me show you. I've got one I didn't cut out yet. This is the gusset that goes between the legs, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to cut out. See? It's just like a regular pattern, just the one lines. And of course you don't have to tape this part together. You have to tape the other papers together, but still it's just one line. And I'm making the size Y. Yes, it goes X, Y, Z, but then it keeps on going to A, A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, F, F, G, G, H, H. So even though it's a size Y, it's not the biggest size they make. Okay, and then these two papers right here are, and you can see how easy it is to cut out. Let me show you. See here? This paper and this paper go together. See those two C's right there? So what you do is you trim on this dotted line on one of these pages, and then you line that up. Let me show you. This is not hard. This company is really good. Now that last one I made, that Hot Patterns, it was actually complicated. Okay, so this is the waistband, the wide band at the top. If you make view A, see, you would match those two C's up right there. See? And tape them together. And then that would go together. Let me tape it together real fast. Let me just tape it together real fast. You people think, some of you think that it's really, really hard to do these PDFs. Some of them are. Hot Patterns was very hard. Number one, I couldn't separate into just the size that I wanted. See there? How now that goes together, and see how the C up there is together? And so those two pieces go together, and that's the top of the pant. And then you just cut that piece out, and that is the size Y. See the little itty bitty Y? Right there, the little bitty Y. Why, Joy? Why did you make a Y? Because the Y is the one that was my proper hip size. There is a view A. View A has this wide band at the top, right here, a wide band. So when you first make the pants, you can only pull them halfway up. And you think, oh my God, these are way too short. But then when you add the band on, it makes them high enough. But there's a view B. This is the first time I've made the view B. I love the view B because it just comes all the way up to your waist and there's no separate band up here. And this is the capris. I have cut off the bottom of the pant to make it a capri. Around here somewhere is the bottom of this that I chopped off, probably on another table. So you can make them ankle length or capri or shorts. There's a shorts line up here too. I started to make the shorts, but then I noticed I had enough fabric left over that I could make the capris. This is the only pattern. It's the only pattern piece. You have this plus, this is the pattern piece, and then this is a pattern piece, but it's just a gusset. See, it's just a gusset. And the gusset goes right here. This is where the gusset goes, right here. So this is center back, this is center front. Isn't that wild? Isn't that just the wildest pattern? And it just comes out so good. I just love this pattern. I have to make it in every color. So that's one thing I did yesterday that I really, really like. I'll put a picture of me wearing it in here. I made something else yesterday. Now somebody asked me, give us a place that we can go for some jewelry patterns. And I told you all, you can go to Gina's Gem Creations. I'll put a link below. I'll put a link below to this actual earring, okay? I made these earrings yesterday. I would call them advanced. I would not say a beginner could make these, but if you have done beading with beading thread before, and you're used to working with tiny itty bitty 15 O's and 11 O's and 8 O's. 8 O's are actually the biggest seed beads. No, I think they've got 6s too. But anyway, I had fun making those yesterday. They've got Swarovski crystals. Now Gina, usually when she makes something, it's got 150 Swarovski crystals in it. There's a necklace that goes with these, and it's got way too many crystals. I don't have that many. But I did have enough to make these earrings, so I really like those. So I did that yesterday. And then, for those of you who like to see my jewelry, I was looking for something to wear with this morning. And these were upstairs. I was downstairs. These earrings were upstairs. And so that's why I happen to have them in right now. But I made this other set. Years ago, and I don't remember if it was Gina's Gems, but someplace I have found lots and lots of patterns on YouTube. There's Potomac Bead Company, there's Art Beads. On YouTube they have a show called Art Beads Cafe. Lots and lots of tutorials, lots and lots of how to do things. Oh my gosh, Fire Mountain Gems has a company someplace, I think it's in Colorado, and they're not tutorials, but they are like written instructions. And like if I had made these earrings, I could put a picture of them and then I could tell you all the things you had to buy to make them, and then I could show the instructions for it. So Fire Mountain Gems has those. Oh, there's just so much. There's millions of things out there for jewelry things, on how to make jewelry and patterns to make it with. I have 3 big fat books full of jewelry patterns. So, and where did I get those? On the internet, or I bought them. You can go to, let me see, what's the place? Etsy? Is it Etsy? Is it Etsy? It doesn't seem like it's Etsy. Huh. It might have been Craftsy. It was Craftsy. Only now that's Blueprint, and I haven't figured out how Blueprint works. They've screwed it up. I can't even figure out how to work it anymore. But anyway, Craftsy and probably Blueprint has instructions for quilts, instructions for knitting, instructions for crochet, instructions for jewelry. And you just choose the jewelry, and then you can look at 1,000 pictures, and then you can click on one, and then you can buy for, you know, $3, $4, $5 the instructions to go with whatever that pattern is. So it's real easy if you want to learn how to make jewelry. The hard part is buying it. As you can see, I bought a whole bunch of it. And they're forever and ever making new beads. I just saw one this morning shaped like a little tulip, and I thought, I'm not buying that. If I can't make it with the beads I've got, I am not making it. I need to say that about my fabric. I haven't gotten there yet, guys. Okay, I'm going to show you this up close, okay? So you can see how cute it is. Or I'm going to put a link below to the video that I watched yesterday to make this earring, okay? You kind of have to straighten these things out. You know, the hooks never fit right. You always have to kind of bend the hooks to fit your ears. I have the little tiny ears, and I always have to squeeze the hooks together. Okay, let me see if I can get a good picture of this for you. Aren't they pretty? Swarovski crystals. They kind of want to bend and be crooked a little bit. So you just have to make sure they're straight when you stick them in your ear. What else am I working on? That makes another song come to my head. What else do the simple folk do? To something, something, something when they're blue. They whistle. That's from Camelot. I love Camelot. My very first date with my very first husband, he took me to Camelot. And I just loved that movie. Loved, loved, loved that movie. And I have it, and so I play the songs in it all the time. Okay, so here is what I was working on. Remember the houses? Remember the little houses? And I was gonna make a table runner. Well, I decided that was a dumb idea. I finished this one right here, and I took it downstairs and I put it on bar space number 3. You know, Jerry and I are 1 and 2, and 3 is always empty. And so I sat it down on number 3. Well, Jerry was sitting there later, and I hadn't moved it yet. And he took his cup or a dish or something, and he set it over on this. And I said, "Oh no, you put something on that placemat." He said, "Well, isn't it a placemat?" "I know, but it's white. You're gonna ruin it." So anyway, it turned into placemats. I thought a table runner is just going to be destroyed in no time on a bar where you actually eat 3 times a day. So we're into placemats now. Maybe I'll make, let me see, my big table has 6 people on it. And so I could put them there just for decoration, I suppose. You know, and then if people actually come, I could take them all off and say, "Don't you dare get on those placemats." I'm crazy. Oh my, all right. I won't keep you any longer. I have got to get on with my day. I need to get the Christmas quilt. Is the Christmas quilt done? Let me see. Hold on. All right, now this Christmas quilt's covered with chalk. It needs to be washed, and it needs to be bound all the way around. But I'm just going to show it to you real quick. Show you it's done. Ta-da! Remember it? Do you remember it? Yeah, I think it's going to look really nice once I get it washed. Maybe the whole thing will fade to white. I don't know. You want to know what I hate about this thing? And who noticed it? Becky noticed it too. It's got an extra E in it. And I don't like that extra E. See where it says little? It says E little. What the heck? Don't the quilt panel people know how to spell little? I actually thought about taking a marker and coloring in that first E so it didn't look so goofy. Anyway, that's one of my projects I need to get done this week. So I'm going to let you guys go for now. But have a really good Monday, and who knows when I'll be back. I seem to be stopping by every day, don't I? Bye for now.